Kia ora team, I'm really excited about this video. It was my first time in Albania and it hadn't been on the list, but after Greece I had a couple days and I figured let's go do some hiking because I hear it's beautiful there. The Valbona to Theth track is what I initially wanted to do, and I've come away with such fond experiences and thoughts of Albania. Not the cities, but definitely nature. I hope you enjoy this video half or a fraction as much as I enjoyed making it.
Good grief, let's go.
So in order to actually get to the start, so you can do either Theth or Valbona. I chose Valbona because it's a bit more of a mish to get there. You have to take this initial minivan, so I met at like 5 a.m. Then you have to take a ferry, and then you also have to take another van. So the first minivan's like 2 hours, the ferry's I think about 2 hours, and then the next van's about 2 hours. So it's a decent mission to get there, but once you are there, absolutely incredible. My biggest thing, if you don't watch any more of this video, is you need to get cash out, like either in the airport or whatever your last city is, because once you get out of Skoda, like getting cash is not it, but they really are a cash-based society. So that is my big thing before you begin the journey.
I'm not ashamed to say that I drink Monster. I mean, are you kidding? This place is crazy. What? I mean, are you kidding? This place is actually genuinely beyond belief. It is the most beautiful place. Already, as soon as honestly, even at the airport this morning, I was like, yo, that sky looks mad good. And then on that first drive, I was like, oh, that's pretty, but I was kind of asleep. As soon as we got on the ferry, I was like, I don't think I've seen places like this before, maybe in Peru or even South Island, New Zealand, and I'm sure Banff, Canada. I haven't been there yet. Looks like it, but then suddenly, like, you're seeing things like this. We had to stop because there were some cows. We had to do this. I'm genuinely amazed with Albania. I have only just entered the country and gone here, and like hands down, bro, the best place I've been. I haven't even eaten anything yet because I packed my own notes, and also there wasn't very many options. I've just never experienced something like this. Am I sleep deprived? Absolutely. But still, sleep or no sleep, that's crazy. It's almost 2 p.m. It's like 1:45. I'm gonna go. There's apparently an iconic. There's only one little kind of food mart where there's this teenage lad who's been quoted in Google reviews as a demigod, or there's a restaurant here. But I'll go to that in the morning. So let's go see this quote unquote demigod and walk around and see if we see any more cows. Albania. Immediate reviews is Albania is unreal. I feel like almost emotional. It's so beautiful. Okay, enough rambling. Let's go check out more of Albania. That market was low-key a bust, unless you want a Pringles. But interesting. I'm glad I have my porridge for tomorrow, because otherwise, I don't know what I would be eating on the hike. So, I'm gonna go back to the Accom and have some lunch there. And I did Google, of course, if I should drink water, and they say, do not do that. So we learn from our mistakes. The first thing we're learning is you really need to get cash. I had some cash, but not enough cash. Secondly, I'm at the restaurant now, and he came out, he's like, so what do you want? And I was like, and he's like, oh yeah. So there's no menu, he just tells me, and I'm like, I'm vegetarian. He's like, okay, get this and this. So we're gonna see what comes out, but I'm excited. Also, look at this place. It's about 8:17 p.m. I think you can see that crescent, but I don't know. It's beautiful over there. The cows have gone to bed. I can hear people out in the little cafe area. There's a couple downstairs in love. Not that I've heard anything strange. I just saw them kissing. Happy for them. And now I'm just doing some work in my makeshift office. Ready for tomorrow. I'm gonna get back into bed and take another little nap because the idea of starting the hike early was to beat the heat. And just quietly, there ain't no heat out there right now. The sun's not necessarily out, but it is stopped raining. It's actually stopped raining for like an hour. So I'm repacking the bag a bit more strategically. Got the fit. And I'm gonna go get some kai and water. I really fucking struggle when there's not water. Okay. It stopped raining. We're on, but first to breakfast. So they never ask you what you want. They just bring it out, and he knows I'm vegetarian, so legend. You gotta give it the pre-test. Yeah. Let's go hike the Valbona. Whoa, I got a bit excited there. It is 9:47. I'm about to hit out the door. Slept in way more, but so good. Best sleep in ages. Look at this belly view. Fueled up on food. Filled up on food. Spoke some Dutch with a lovely person. Got me a cool outfit and my new tattoos. And yeah, ready to roll. I'm curious. I've got about 800 Albanian, whatever the word is, in cash. There's a cafe on the way. I've got to spread that throughout the day. I've got one water bottle. As I'm saying these things, it's sounding like I'm not prepared, but I'm extremely capable. All right, let's go. And just like that, 9:54 a.m, the walk is beginning. And secretly I'm hoping I can hitchhike to the head start. Let's see. Safely, of course. I mean, already, we've barely even left the bloody street and it's... Have you seen water clearer than that? Mm-mm. I absolutely love where I stayed, but if I was with more people and that has a basketball court, I mean, that would be potentially the coolest place you could ever play basketball. Other than maybe like NBA or something. But anyway, noted. Mick Hotel. Hello cows. There is one little shop here. I guess if you really needed something. So the hitchhiking has not worked, which was probably God's doing. And my mum and dad and Alex and everyone would be happy to hear that. There's a thrill about sticking your thumb out. But also on this road, it's full of people getting shuttled and taxied to the start. So I don't think it's a lack of not wanting, lack of niceness, as much as there's paying people in the car already. So anyway, about 200 metres out from the start, there's definitely some concerns that I'm going the wrong way. There still is. So touch wood, I haven't spoken too soon. Heart rate 135. Because I got fat bunda. This is a bloody big bag. And I can't help but think about all the beautiful little ceramics from Greece that are in there. Worth the wait. Okay, we arrived at a sign. We all fucking love a sign. And another sign. Look, I'm not extremely prepared, but from the research I did do, said there was a cafe a decent amount in. 800 metres is a cafe. If it's the name, I think, then it's definitely the right way. But all my signage, literal, physical, emotional, is telling me this way for about 30-40 minutes and then a different trail starts. So here's hoping. Let's start the watch again. I just realised I posted a little story on my Instagram and my tattoos are in there, and I haven't showed Alex or my parents them. So surprise! I feel on track. Water supply, half. I think it's gonna rain, I can feel it in the air. The Dutch in me is like, yeah, it rained. But it's warm. What temperature is it actually? Stay tuned. 19 degrees. Okay, that feels kind of fake. Alright. Alright. They don't know it, but I'm in a race with them. Another sign. I actually got to pay a lot of attention. Apparently Theth is that way. This bag, just between you and I, it's so heavy. I left the Acom at like 9:50. So let's see how long this whole thing takes. I'm timing it, but I'll stop whenever I stop. For real. I've heard anything from 5 to 10 hours. I have a meeting at 8 p.m. So let's hope it's more like 5. I wonder if anyone lives there. Sound of music. That's our first confusing moment has happened because my trusty red and white signs are going that way. But then also one on the rock there. Fuck it, I'm gonna go this way. I've got an iced tea, refilled my water, 400 Albanian whatever. We're back. Now this is giving New Zealand. I've seen a few people, like at the guest house just there was like 4 or 5 people. Pretty quiet. This is my favourite kind of outdoors where it's like, you can feel because it rained last night, you can feel the rain. It smells like earthy. Places in Seattle, up in the west coast, upper west coast of America are like this. And I'm sure, again, Canada, I haven't really been exploring Canada, but I love this. The rocky exposed hot part, not so much, but this. Shout out to whoever labels these things. Literally a GC. In terms of fitness level, I'd say I'm a pretty fit person. I also have the confidence. I have a lot of self-confidence, which I've worked on, but I have a lot of self-confidence to think I can accomplish these things, and touch wood, I do. So I didn't really come to this doubting. However, already I would say more water. Okay, again, not more water, just more cash. There's quite a few. I've seen 3 or 4 little guest house. And when I say guest house, it's like a shack where it's all cash, and they've got water, a little fridge there, and you can get stuff. So I've only got like probably 2 more drinks worth of cash left, and I came with enough water, I filled up. But in terms of food, definitely could have and should have packed some stuff, but that packing should have occurred when I was in Tirana, because Valbona didn't really have options either. So yeah, so far the lessons: cash, snacks. I've got a lot of arrogant youth on my side, and I'm not a fool. I'm not foolish enough to not recognise that. What isn't so useful though is this right knee hurts a little bit. Unsure why. The British family just told me they didn't make it to the top, so good luck. Like, no shade to them, but they were saying got their dog in them. Because you're here, and they had children. What are we teaching the children? Turn around? Woof, we're gonna make it to the top. I see what they're saying, but I have a Lipton iced tea can waiting for me at the top of this hill. And there's some Egyptians behind me who are lovely. Then I'm going to try beat up the hill and wait for them to take photos, because they took photos of me. And they told me about Egypt. Beautiful. It's definitely on the list. Look, something too when you're solo travelling. You've got to talk to yourself a lot. And I make for great company. Psych! Thought I had to go up that way. It's actually this way. Take the dub. Take the dub. It's so cool. I do think we're going up there. There's some more Dutchies. We were chatting, but I zoomed off because, as you can tell, there's no extra energy for chatting right now. Look. Wicked. There's also these little things I can imagine for when it gets a bit windy. It'd be pretty gnarly up here, windy. That's pretty wild. Also, it could be the delusion. But I think I spotted a hurricane's rugby shirt on some people in front of me. So I'm hunting them down. Honestly, when we started the hike today, I was like, when we started the hike today, I was like, there's no way we're going that high, like to the top. I thought we were going like through the ridges or something in between them. Nah, up the top. So of course it's only down. Beautiful. Seeing a few more people now. I had a lovely chat with Mia and her family from the States. That was really cool. Saw some more people. The Canes, my boy Hamish from Mount Maunganui, if you ever see this. Hope you did get that Chiefs jersey. And yeah, it's beautiful. Me too, because it's like the toughest thing is that I just need to pee. And if it was New Zealand, I'd just stop somewhere. But I don't know if that's like really bad to do here. Also, there's not heaps of people, but there's enough that I need a clear runway. And it's not about me, don't worry. I don't mind being seen in the act. We're all humans, we have to pee. It's the exposure to someone else, involuntary. I think that's actually illegal. It's called indecent exposure. And I could not be doing that. Oh yeah, okay, we're on track because my favourite thing to be seen today. I love you. Little update. I did pee. I found a nice little nook. Put myself in there. Hope that that's all good. Albania. And it's to compensate. I've been picking up rubbish along the way. So maybe I did a bad thing. I don't know. But I'm picking up rubbish and I feel good. And I've got my iced tea ready for when I find a cute spot. And enjoy this. Yeah, just hit 9 miles. 9 miles is like 15k. They're shy, maybe 14 point something. Yeah. Isn't that great? Look, they're just going. Oh, they got camera shy. Yeah, my leggies are feeling it. Do not be fooled. I'm just taking a little rest. Partly because I caught up to some. Going down is actually hurting a little bit, you know, like the joints, which after so much up. So I couldn't outpace. There was a German duo and an American, and they were chatting, and it wasn't exciting enough, but it was distracting. Anyway, more people are coming. I'm off, but I wanted to stop because it's beautiful. Let's do another jelly leg test. They're actually solid. Yeah, the rain has begun. Incredible hike. I'm glad that it was timed like this, to be honest. I don't mind a little bit of rain now. Okay, I'm not loving this bridge. My best judgment is saying to not go over this. However, you must. If you don't know me by now. Love that. You will never, ever, ever know me. Never, never, never know me. There's a little cafe that had I had cash, I would have bought an ice cream because my favourite ice cream's there. I'm telling you, if you don't, I just sang that song. To me it was like 10 minutes ago, but to you it would have been immediately, so I won't sing the song. But if you do not know by now, I love that Cornetto like XL ice cream. It's literally the best. This totaled 4 hours 57. Look at that. Okay, so by the time I get to the accommodation it'll be perfectly 5 hours, and then I say perfectly 11 miles. So like 17k, 17ish k. And I did stop the time when I would stop for more significant breaks, but I think I kept it going up the top and stuff, not sure. Love it! Now let's go check out Theth. First I'm going to check into the accommodation, take this bag off, and probably do like 10 star jumps just to celebrate the freedom. Let's find my guest house. They're building one right now. I had a moment where I thought that this was the hotel. And while it looks very sturdy, it's not fucking real, but I'm having a feeling it's the one further down there. Let's see. Yeah, boy. I'd say it's definitely one of the more beautiful places I've had an ice cream. I'm not going to film me eating it because I actually just want to really have a moment with the ice cream, if I'm being honest, and I don't need to think about filming it. Figured out why my knee hurts. Whoa! I figured out why my knee hurts, and it's because of when I fell off my bike. This is the view this morning in Theth. So every time you stay in a guest house, at least what I've experienced, they give you breakfast too, which is epic and very, very helpful. I have run out of cash almost again, so I'm fueling up, and hopefully that will get me through to Skroda at least, or to Rinna, and then I can get more cash, or you can just pay with card. But this has been absolutely unreal. Truly encapsulates like being nestled in the mountains. There was actually an 8.8 earthquake last night in Russia. My mum called me a few times in the night freaking out that I was by the ocean, which Albania, I mean, it's near the ocean, but quite literally nestled up in these mountains. I'm sweet. In fact, I was just sleeping. I got a really big sleep last night. It's about 9:40. I have my shuttle in about an hour and 20 minutes. So I'll have this, go back and pack my stuff, walk along the water a little bit, and then we'll be good. But I mean, this is probably the most beautiful place. I thought that when I was in Valbona, and that's why Albania continues to just be freaking amazing, but this is probably the most beautiful place I've ever woken up. Look, Albania main city, if I'd come here first I wouldn't have been about it. Like, I've been raving about Albania. Absolutely gorgeous out in Valbona, Theth, that area. The main city, not doing it for me. Bias, I had just been in the vehicles for like 5 hours, which always makes me motion sick. And I've been carrying this, which I love you, but you're not comfortable. As my mate Bridget pointed out, she's the only one, when I put my story of me hiking, she's like, bro, mean, but like, what's up with that bag? I was like, bro, facts. Like, it's sick. It's definitely a good travel bag, but it's not a hiking bag. I don't know if that's supposed to be endearing, but it's kind of fucking ominous. I'm giving you an exclusive. The trip is over, but I'm not done because I'm in one of my best forms right now, which is minimal sleep. I went to Albertine, mountains, Greek beaches, gyros, however you say that. Good, but have you had cottage cheese on European bread with eggies and a little saucy action? And salt. And with that, I bid you adieu. Goodbye. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe and let your friends know. Bye.